Holy Communion. What about it? More and more people are writing about rejecting transubstantiations. The idea that the bread and the wine of the Eucharist literally becomes the body and blood of Christ. Here we go. Yes. Well, there's two ways to look at it. First is on grounds that Wycliffe and Hurst reject it. Using our eyes, our senses, there is nothing perceptible that changes in the character of the bread or the wine. Doesn't mean it hasn't actually changed, though. Most our senses necessarily encompass all of God's miracles for him to be real. I suppose that's true. Questioning. I suppose that's true. Good. Well, there's also the second point. Even if the bread and wine turned into Christ's body and blood, why is it necessary for spiritual communion? We are bound by flesh, attempting to reunite with the light of God during the Eucharist. The act, the observance, unites our will with that of Christ. He is present in us through remembrance, not the physical act. Are you following this, Smokey? Isn't this heresy? So what does it matter? Are you saying we shouldn't take communion? No. There's nothing wrong with taking communion as a rite or act. But if you accept what I'm saying, there are other things I'd like to discuss. I'm not listening to any of this. Are you ready to hear why it's important to disbelieve in transubstantiation? Yes, I'm certain this is leading somewhere good. I can't tell if you're being sarcastic, but all right. It all starts with Lucifer creating the world. Jesus Christ. We'll get to him. I was expecting that. God was the Word, and the Word was truth, and truth is light. Then light is God's will. God's light contained aspects that we consider angels, facets of his infinite intellect. One of those aspects separated itself from his intellect and manifested in the darkness as the corrupted will Lucifer. The darkness. To exist outside of the boundaries of God's infinite light. The corrupt will brought... What? The corrupt will brought into being an equally infinite darkness. Within that darkness, Lucifer cast his false light, a corrupted imitation of the divine intellect to create the world. All material in our world is inherently a corrupted manifestation of false light. We still have a connection to God through our intellects, but it is flawed by existing in our physical bodies. So Genesis is wrong. Yes. Was Jesus flawed by being a man even though he was born of a virgin? But you still believe we can be redeemed through Christ, right? I've kind of heard enough of this. But you still believe we can be redeemed through Christ, right? Well, of course. Finally, some sense. But not in the way you think. Of course not. The way to be redeemed is to reunite our will with God's. How do we do that? Regular prayer, abstention from material desires, sublimation, and elimination of want. That sounds like being a monk. No, priests and monks are both corrupt agents of the business of the church. They have taken the simplicity of holy devotion and profaned it with pageantry. The saints too. All this talk of Maritz and Satya, the miracles, they're just stories. The church has led people astray, put the hope of people in meaningless rituals, faith in relics. I don't think so. I believe what Father Thomas teaches is the true gospel. I can see why you don't go into town much. You have some interesting ideas, Visco. I can see why you don't go into town much. No one really wants me in town anyway. They want me to fix their knives and put their pots and little things. If they want me to fix their knives and their pots and little things and be on my way. And that's fine with me. I've seen so much of the world, learned so many things. I've made of as many friends as I'd hope I'll see again if I come their way. Anyway, thank you for indulging me, Magdalene. Of course. Until later. Until then. Smokey, talk to me, my boy. We've found out about Whorehound. Smokey. Smokey, with your eloquent beard. Good day, Mistress Struckian. I've told you, Smokey, call me Magdalene. Old habits, I suppose. What brings you to my corner of the woods? More gossip? Yes, actually. But first I wanted to ask you about the old salt mines. Only ancient gossip. I was wondering if you knew anything about the old pagan and Roman mines. As much as I'm curious, no. I'm looking for a way to get into the old salt mines. Middle one. The mines? Is this a new interest of yours, Magdalene? I don't see the townsfolk trek out here as much anymore. Last I saw were those two twins making trouble. They know a way in, but I'm damned if I ever set foot close to that place. What are you so interested in over there? The mural in the rat house needs a section about the earliest days of Tassing. The mines are the oldest part of Tassing, and you keep a keen ear. I thought you might have heard something. Oh, I don't know about getting down into the mines, but I know a fair few stories about them. And other Roman ruins around here. The old stories my father used to tell me when he was the burner of Tassing. The one about Mars and Tassia, the nymph, was always my favourite, though I blame that from my youth. Tassia, like Tassing? Folk named the town after a pagan god, a Roman one at that. I wouldn't mind telling you the tale, Magdalene, but I warn you, it's a bit broady. Oh, can't be curious. Well, I need something about the Romans to put the mirror on. Oh, I don't want to hear those parts. Oh, can't be curious. Ha! Oh, I won't be scandalising you. You can't have your father hounding me for any coarseness. There we go, that makes sense. But I'll tell the decent bits of what I remember. Everyone excludes me from the fun. You'll have your fun in time, Magdalene. You just wait and see. Alright. So what's the story? Well, legend says that Mars was hunting in these woods and spied a fat boar for taking. He'd just pulled back his spear when he heard a woman scream in terror. Of course, the creature ran off, and the god was angry at the loss of his quarry. So he trampled through the woods to see why a woman was in the forest and not in the local town. Why would a god be hunting in Tassing's forest? How should I know? Maybe he just wanted a brisk walk. Besides, why should anything the gods do make sense? These were old days, when spirits and ghosts prowled. What do you mean, prowled? What do you mean, prowled? Prowl, like spirits and other evil things do. I can't just say they walked through the woods like you or me. They prowled. Alright, keep going. So, Mars found a nymph, Tassia, bathing in a spring with a fat, ugly satyr goading her from the shore. Enraged at seeing the trapped nymph, Mars transformed into a wolf and slew the satyr. And in return, well... Tassia bathed the god. They bathe. Ah, I see. I get it. They bathe. Ah, I see. I see. I did warn you, Magdalene. When Mars left the pool, he dripped onto the ground and it blossomed with flowers and crops. That's one way of putting it, I suppose. They say that's why this valley is so fertile. That might be tricky to paint the mural. I'm not sure Council would approve. Oh my. Did you make that up? How do I know it's a real legend? That might be tricky to paint. Oh, I doubt they would. But you're the artist, aren't you? You get to choose what the mural shows. I wouldn't let those old bastards keep you from painting what you want. So much of what the Romans left behind was destroyed over the years, but I like that we still have these tales. You can never really destroy stories as long as there are people to tell them. Very true. Of course, the Romans left a hell of a lot behind too. The town is more Roman than Bavarian, really. Well, aren't we part of the Holy Roman Empire? Roman colony. It's ridiculous, we're very not Roman. Oh, right. The town is named after Tassia, the nymph. Oh, right, the town is named after Tassia. That and how much of the town was built upon the Roman foundations. Tassing is actually much smaller than it was in the Romans' day. At least that's what I make of it. The ruins go deep into the forest, and all around the old mine, half of Tassing is built on Roman stone. Take a walk around the town and you'll start noticing things we used their stone to build. The old temple by Satyr's shrine has grown over, but the aqueduct runs for miles. Even the abbey used to be an old Roman fort. You can see some of the Roman paved stones along the road if you look hard. We may not be Roman, but this town is. Tassing has been built upon itself hundreds of years. What a beautiful idea. I never realised how much we relied on the Romans for our infrastructure. Old stones are much like... Never realised how much... It's true of Britain as well. That so much of our infrastructure and so much of the buildings around are Roman inspired. Or, I mean, a lot of them were pulled down, but they're still artefacts, even to the day. Most of the people around here don't. The townsfolk are too busy to notice what's right in front of their eyes. Maybe I should go take a look at the mine. I get a better sense of what things are actually like. Nothing will stop you, I see. Well, I won't either. Just keep an eye on any wolves or satyrs you might see down there, eh? I'll let you know if I see any. Thanks for your help. You're still not going to spook me, Smokey. No, thanks for your help. Good luck, Magdalene. Be safe. That's Smokey. The shrine. There's anything that we can do with the shrine. That is Saint Satyr's shrine. Martha especially likes to leave offerings to her. Artemis. Hey, Magdalene. Hey, I'm Artemis. Apollo said you're catching frogs. Yeah, what about it? He told me to come and ask you why. He wouldn't say anything. He didn't tell you? Christ, finally, he's learning to keep his mouth shut. Oh, come on. Just tell me. But you'll tell me, right? Fine, just promise you won't tell. Yeah, of course. Oh, alright. Learn about the frog plan. We want to put them in the altar. So, at Mass, Father Thomas reaches for the Eurochrist and frogs go everywhere. I can't wait to see Father Thomas's face. You can get away with that. Why the hell do we want to do that? It seems like a really bad idea. You've already been to confession this year. It sounds great. He'll never expect to summon frogs in his sermon. He'll never expect to summon frogs in his sermon on the Egyptian plagues. Well, good luck. Be careful, Artemis. This could backfire on you. Don't worry about us, Magdalene. We'll see you later. See you later. I can't get into the aqueduct. A pig out here. Must have broken out of his pen. I wonder who it belongs to. Hello, Piggy Piggy. Mugwort was always useful for colds and fevers. It might not be as powerful as when we gather it at St. John's Eve, but it should still work. There's nobody here. Can we go down the mine? If I want to depict the mural as accurately as possible, I'll have to go down the shaft myself. The entrance is so steep, no one's used it in years. There must be some way of getting down there. I need rope. You can probably climb down, even if it's a bit dangerous. Baltus might have some tools. I bet he could help me rig a way to climb down there. Polynites are always bragging about how they sneak into the ruins, and maybe I'll have to ask them. I do fancy asking them, but I could have done it just then. If I rigged a rope to the top beams, I'd get down more easily. I saw some rope in the workshop at home. I should be able to find everything I need there. I'll have to come back later. Into the mines. Hello, Piggy, 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 Piggy. Artemis. Apollo. Hey. Oh, hey, Magdalene. What's up? Can you show me how you and Artemis get into the salt mines? The mine? Why, it's all gross and creepy. I need to get down there to see what the pagans and Romans left behind. I need references for my mural. Oh, the mural. I would ask Artemis about that. She's pretty protective of the mine. Alright, I'll go find her. Sorry, Magdalene. If she says yes, I'll show you later. I'll see you then, Apollo. See you, Magdalene. He lives in the shadow of his sister. Oh, hey Magdalene, do you need something? I'm a little busy right now. Still catching frogs. I need to know how you and Apollo get in and out of the old salt mine. The mine? Damn, Magda. Why do you need to go down there? I want to see what our forebears and the Romans left behind. It's for the mural. The mural? You want to use our secret hideout for your mural? I want to see if they left anything down there I could use as a reference. Your secret hideout? Everyone knows you two hide down there. I want to see if they left anything that I can use as a reference. You're really into that whole Rathaus project, aren't you? Why should I show you how to get in? Please, Artemis. I won't go in there ever again. I just need your help this once, because we're friends. I'll help you with whatever you're planning next. Because we're friends? I'll help you with whatever you're planning next. Deal. Father Thomas has been droning on and on about the plagues of Egypt, right? Apollo and I are collecting frogs to hide in the tabernacle. When Father Thomas opens it on Sunday, frogs will go everywhere. I can't wait to see Father Thomas's face, if you can get away with it. We've already had this conversation. You'll never expect to summon frogs in his sermons on the Egyptian plagues. It's the perfect plan. So, what do you want me to do? We stole the tabernacle key, but we need to put it back before he notices. You want me to put the key back? Precisely. Look, we stole the key early to make sure it was the right one. We'll steal it again once we actually stuff the frogs in there, but in the meantime it needs to go back. I need you to replace the key on the altar in the church. Apollo and I would attract too much attention, but you're the town's goody-goody. I'm not that bad, am I? I'm not. I'm just a better sneak than you. Which is why I'm not that bad, am I? Well, not entirely. It's not your fault Ots moons over you. The council lets you get away with everything. Anyway, will you do it? I'll get you into the mines if you do. Alright, give me the key. Perfect. Good luck, Magdalene. Let me know when it's done. We may as well go and speak to Baltus as well. The Frog Search. The Great Frog Plague. Hello, Father Thomas. God bless you, Magdalene. God bless you, Father Thomas. We didn't know the key was missing. Any luck finding the tabernacle key? Alas, no, it remains out of reach. Well, I happened to come upon it, Father. I'm sure it'll turn up eventually, Father. Yes, as the Lord sees fit. In the meantime, I shall keep looking, knocking, and the door will be opened. After all. Knocking, the door will be opened. God bless you, Magdalene. Let's go return the key. But the crazy woman in there will... Do you know anything about this? Mary, Mother of Jesus. Her painting has been here as long as I can remember. Alright, looks like the church is empty. I can leave the key on the pulpit where Father Thomas is sure to find it. I will be seen. There. I better get out of here before Father Thomas comes back. I'll let Artemis know I return the key too. She will have seen me and I'm going to get into trouble for this. God bless you, Magdalene. We can't tell him. So we could have given him the key then. But that just seems a bit easy. I'm trying to cover every angle for the mines. Magdalene, hello! I was just jotting down a few new ideas. Do you need something? Yes, if you have a moment. I want to get into the old salt mine, but I don't have a way down. Can you help me? Get into the old salt mine? Yes. You must be on quite the adventure. Ideally, we could rig up a double pulley system and lower and raise yourself into the shaft. But that might take a while. Well, I'd like to go in today if possible. Of course, of course. Would a good length of rope suffice? You could brace against the wall of the mine shaft. Are you strong enough to support your own weight? Against the wall, I think so. Excellent. Thank you, Baltus. Of course, here you go. Do be careful though, Magdalene. Make sure the ropes are secure. I will. Until later. Good luck, Magdalene. That's not who's Baltas then? And who's in the Steinwell house? Hetty? No, Agnes. That looks a more comfortable bed. Agnes. Good morning, Magdalene. Brisk weather today, isn't it? And still, Kraft is out there working with Father Thomas to repair the church. I worry about that boy sometimes. He works the stone, but I'm not always sure he has his mind set on it. He's working hard to mend the holes his father made in Tassing. Masonry is a good trade. Everyone needs a stonemason now. And then to repair things. That they do. Lucky has always harped on about being honest and trustworthy is the most valuable currency. How in this life hard work and reputation matter most. Kraft has taken that to heart, I think. He does a lot of good for this town. I've offered to find an apprenticeship for him, but he won't make up his damn mind. He deserves a chance at the life he wants. He's lived in his father's shadow for too long. He's a good man, Agnes. Should be proud. Thank you, Magdalene. I've done my best for my household, despite what's happened in the past few decades. Well, you didn't come here to hear me ramble about my family. What can I do for you? I thought you might have some additional remedies for my father. Are Werner's not enough? I understand Klaus's condition is dire, but I thought Werner was able to provide something. I know it won't save him, but I still want to do everything I can. Every little bit helps. I understand. Let me see what I can whip up. I can't promise anything, but God willing, I pray it helps something. It provides some small help. Thank you, Agnes. Of course, Magdalene. Take care. Cheers, Doc. Is there any rope around here? Yes. There should be enough rope. Steady not. I can brace myself against the mine. So we've done the key thing. This is a long old afternoon. We can't get to the forest this way, can we? Can we get there this way? No. This is old Attilia's house. It's a shame it's been left to rot. Yeah, you'd have thought that the family would have done something with it. I want the forest. Oh, pig. Magdalene. Hello, Magdalene. Obviously not. They don't want to know about the missing pig. Or they don't have a missing pig to know about. Salt mines, here we come. Hey, Mags, how'd your errand go? I did it. I left a key where Father Thomas would find it. Brilliant. Alright, as promised, Apollo and I will show you how to get into the mine. Come on, follow me. Are you sure you want to do this, Magdalene? There's some creepy things down there. Who knows how many people have died in those mines? Right, it's probably haunted. You should go back out. You should back out now. While you still can. You two don't scare me. I'm going down there. No, to be honest, grow up. Grow up. If you're such a grown-up, why do you come to get us for help? Right. Are you going to help me or not? I guess. It's not that bad. As long as you know where to put your feet. We do it all the time. Come on, let's get on with it. I don't want to get into trouble again. Fine, fine. Start with your feet on the inner ledge, Magdalene. Then look for the ledges that look like shelves. Use the rope as well. Alright, here goes. Don't forget to move your hands down before your feet so you don't slip. Hike your skirt a little, as you don't want to get it caught too. It's easier that way. Wait! The missing rung. Oh, right. There's a missing rung near the bottom. Watch your step or you'll fall. Like this idiot. Why do you have to say that? Why do you always have to embarrass me? Alright, I've got it. Thanks. The missing rung. I'm not in control of this, so... Oh, I see the missing rung. Nice, clever. I did it. I'm at the bottom. Good job, Magdalene. Good luck doing whatever you're trying to do down there. Hope you don't die, Magdalene. Climbing out might be trickier. Oh well, time to look around. I should have thrown the rope over. Why wouldn't you throw the rope over?